I have been collecting 999 of every stackable item for the Stardew 999 challenge for over 9 years now. During this time, the game has changed quite a bit. Through the various updates, many stacks have been added, and some stacks have been removed. Today, we will talk about the stacks that are no longer in the game, which I call legacy stacks. First up, we have the now impossible to obtain quality minerals. Back in Stardew's original 1.0 release, minerals that could be picked up in the mines, like earth crystals, both quartzes, and frozen tears, could have silver or gold qualities. This was patched out in Stardew 1.1 due to inventory management problems, but I kept some of the gold quality quartz. It turns out that if you already have the quality mineral, you can place it in a crystallarium to duplicate it. Sadly, I didn't keep any of the other minerals. Next, we have Iridium quality seaweed. In the 1.4 update of Stardew, seaweed was added as a rare beach forage. This was and continued to be the only way to get quality seaweed. However, this was changed in 1.6. Now, no matter where you get the seaweed from, it will have no quality. Before that happened though, I managed to grab a bit of Iridium seaweed, which I now get to keep. The Statue of Perfection, which you get from Grandpa granting you all 4 candles, also used to stack. In 1.5 and earlier, if your inventory was full when you broke a Statue of Perfection, you could interact with Grandpa's shrine and receive another one while the first one stayed on the ground. To stack them, every previous statue had to be lying on the ground before collecting the next. This was not fun to do and required a ton of work. I also had a feeling this would get patched out, so I grabbed a few extra to show that they stacked, and as of 1.6, it is no longer possible. The tub of flowers is a fairly innocuous decor item. 1.4 made the tub stackable, but much later it was discovered that you could also stack the empty tub. When the tub was in its empty state in the winter, if you picked it up, it would stack separately. This unintended stack didn't survive future updates, as 1.6 made it revert to the normal form when picked up. This is also true of the houseplants from the crane game. You could set it down and change it between 8 different types. Prior to 1.6, these could be picked up and stacked separately. Now though, they also revert to the same original houseplant. We could also talk about the void fences, but those are quite complicated. I have a whole other short explaining them and how they ended up as these error items. And finally, we have the strange capsules. These existed in the game since 1.0, but were nearly impossible to see. They were extremely unlikely to spawn due to a mistake in the code. In 1.5, the error was fixed and they started spawning a lot. You could obtain as many as you wanted, adding yet another item to my sleep for hundreds of years stacking list. But in a later 1.5 update, the strange capsules were limited to just 1 per save file. I only had a few by the time that was changed. And that is a complete list of all of the legacy stacks I have. Well, for now. Who knows what changes 1.7 and beyond will bring.